Yeah, I mean the Germans here from Platke are definitely a very interesting option, a very interesting team, but existence seems to be very very valid in this one as well. I mean, when you go for Group C though, I think this is a really big surprise. We have a Norwegian team. That is the first thing that is interesting. We have Vice Wizards Academy. You have Gameplay DNA for the win. The Portuguese one is somehow my favorite, but I don't know why. I have no real reason, to be honest.
All right, that's good to hear. I guess you just really like Portugal.
Not even. I like the crowd. I don't even like Portugal directly. I just like the crowd a lot. It has a really really interesting tension in the chat. There's a really interesting fan base. So this is, I think, the major reason why.
I think you're just a Ronaldo fan, simply.
No, no, this is. I'm, I'm having no real connection to the Portuguese guys, but I somehow feel that once they're here, they will get the stream so badly up and running.
Uh-huh. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that tomorrow. That it's going to be real lively. As today, as you said, a lot of people just gambling in the chat, but we don't really see a lot of discussion. We had a lot of Lithuanian people talking about playing ducks when they were playing, but other than that, there's not much really going on.
Yeah, but
So
I mean, in the beginning, our first match was really, really well viewed, and I think playing ducks playing once more will be very interesting to see. So let's see if that will happen. Let's see if that will happen. We're just waiting a little for the map picks because this is what gets so exciting to me. I want to see Cobble so badly, but we won't. I'm 90% sure we won't.
oh well, just this one last match remaining ahead of us. Real looking forwards to see UX Gaming again up against Playing Ducks and hopefully this time doing a little bit better. But if we do get to see another one-sided match, another 16-5 in favor of Playing Ducks, I give up. I don't know how to foresee like scores in these matches because we saw UX losing against Pugstars, but then it's kind of like doubtful because of what's happened to Pugstars overall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then UX have been beaten completely out of their minds by Playing Ducks, while at the same time a little bit earlier beating Arctic very one-sidedly. But then they were struggling against Arctic so much on their own map, on Mirage, that was supposed to be so good for them. Now they're going up
Mm-hmm.
against Playing Ducks again. And I'm not sure what to say. Because for me, what I feel with my heart is that Playing Ducks will be victorious, will be an easy match for them. But then on the other hand, like seeing so many tournaments already, I feel like UX can go insane and just win at least 10 rounds. But them winning, I would have to consider like changing my profession if they actually take it because that should not be happening.
No, that shouldn't be happening, definitely. But we'll see. We'll find out as usual. I mean, we got already Isuba, team 1 out of 4 being there for the Hamburg LAN final, and now just 3 more to go. And those 3 will be really interesting to see. Once more, my prediction: Planet Key on Group D. Planet Key tomorrow for the win, and today playing Ducks. This will be an interesting international lineup, by the way. Czechoslovakian, Lithuanian, German, and Portuguese. That would be good.
Alrighty.
Anyway, if you want to come to that land, of course, and if you have the interest in going there, you can find all the information underneath the stream where we have the website linked, and you'll get all the information about the ELC Legend Series 2. Look, I said no season, no Series 2, no tournament 2, just number 2, right?
Yeah, that's right. And
just for you.
overall, last time on the Legend Series number 1 finals that we had right there in Zeke in the ELC Big Betty Garage, you could, for instance, get like free hot dogs and stuff. So see, it's worth coming over.
Always, always. But what I would rather like to know, as we're just waiting a little, are you a fidget spinner guy? This is a brand hot topic right now.
Do I look like one?
Come on. Do you have a problem with them?
No. I just like, it seems kind of funny to me, but no, I'm not a fidget spinner kind of guy. But, oh, I
Why?
can see you are.
Why?
Not sure.
I love.
I mean, it seems fun, but I feel like there's not much you can do with it. I mean, it spins. Like I've got a pen
But
right now in my hands.
but
I would love to
but
be a pen
toys are not.
spinner.
Oh yeah, that is a cool thing. That is something you can impress people with. But I mean, you don't really have to do something real with a toy, right? Oh God, we're
Uh-huh.
seeing Inferno. We're seeing Inferno. That is interesting because Inferno has been a total wreck for those guys from Rectic. Pretty much, it was 16-7 if I'm not totally wrong, and that just means that should be really favorable for those guys from Lithuania.
Inferno and UX Gaming. Maybe it's not something insane, but once again doing something questionable in my opinion. So let's see. Let's see if they have thought it through actually, or whether it is like a lucky shot, like them saying that they've got nothing to lose anymore and
Yeah.
they're already tired with the game. So let's just end it, whatever the scoreline is.
Maybe those are some psychological tricks they're also doing, picking the enemy, one of the enemy's favorite maps. But I somehow don't see that this won't go in the way of playing Ducks. I don't know. I just don't see it possible that this won't happen for them. So strong defense, so strong attack, everything works out fully. If I'm not totally wrong, they actually began the playing Ducks on the terrorist site. Could be that I'm wrong, but I think this was their start, right? So then it would be perfectly working out for those guys from Lithuania. Anyway, we're going live in the knife run in just a bit. We're waiting for one more German. We're waiting for one more UX gaming boy. And my promise, I mean, I have a bad feeling for the Germans. I'm sorry, but I don't have a good feeling for them.
Yeah, same here, but you can never know actually. So
No, definitely.
I'm just willing to see that. And last time about Breg, I feel like he's been doing a little bit better on the T side with the AWP. So him being a little bit mobile maybe is favoring him a lot. But here on Inferno, you're not gonna have such a good possibility, such a freedom of choices on Mirage, for instance. After all, most of the passages that you see right here are corridors, and overall the snipers very often do have very similar chances of getting a shot down. It's not like you're gonna run through the middle like on Mirage, because the middle is not so heavily contested. People usually wait a little bit further, like in the arches around the corner and stuff like that. So maybe Breg once again will have some problems with that op.
All right, and here we are with our final map of the day. It is going to be Playing Ducks fighting off UX Gaming on pretty much home soil. Let's see how this will go out. Knife round starting up.
Oh, that's gonna be actually Kalika going for much better of a strat or decision or whatever you want to call it. And it's the terrorist team just picking up such a huge lead. So Playing Ducks do get to choose their starting side already. And it is going to be CT, and that's a perfect start for them. And additionally, we'll find out if they take the pistol round very shortly. So UX Gaming, we're saying how we doubt they can do much in here. In just a second, we'll find out how bad it is.
Kalinka taking aggressive. He got that information. This is already helping out Playing Ducks a lot. So many players going over fake mid. There comes a forced rotation from Hype. And it's just about Nevis. It's about nothing else, but his position also now given away, which basically means... Oh, look at that rotation from UX Gaming. Look where they're all standing. Now it's just about the Playing Ducks that are standing onto Banana to find something. Look at Hype. Look how he's standing there. He just waits patiently, but he knows one more is coming. He takes down the bomb, and this helps him out so much. Is he getting any more out of this? Look at the positioning, and that is exactly how you do a patient play.
Okay, I guess that works out for Playing Ducks, definitely. And Sprague, come on, what can he even do in such a situation? Completely surrounded with 65 HP remaining on his account with not even having much to use right there. And he's going to get killed off by Hype. And Hype is the guy to get the most kills out of the first round. Again, this guy does not make mistakes. And
yeah.
he always
did a
is the
mistake
guy
as well.
right at the top of his team.
He bought a P90. That might be a mistake, but you know that last
Or
round
that might be...
the,
Okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
the key. No, it might be the key. But what I found so interesting around last round, UX Gaming thought that they were smart by faking this out and going OB, right? But then there's like a next level 7 million IQ play from Hype, and they didn't expect that. So well done from him. He kept his patience, which was so important. And now Lucky finds one. Oh, Lucky, where does his spray go? Finds another one, but there is a free submachine gun onto the board for UX. Should not be too much of a problem for those Lithuanians, though.
Yeah, and I was not about to say that it might be the key, but it might be just like a message to UX Gaming. Playing dogs, playing with P90s, just running through them, just spraying through them like they're not even actually a team. Like it's not even a tournament, like they're playing some matchmaking and just wrecking the noobs, you know?
It's a little bit early to say so. I mean, we're just in round number 3. Playing Ducks was successful in this one, but I mean, so far we're seeing not too much from the logic play. They have nothing to come up with. Aggression onto Banana entirely. The grenade is raining in. The other one is coming too, but that is too early from Kalinka. It is just about a second or so till those guys from UX dedicate themselves.
Playing Ducks is walking into this match definitely fresh. They've not played so much today. They must not be as tired as UX Gaming, and they definitely still feel like that's good, refreshing feeling of smashing UX just a while ago. As you can see, Kalinka just obliterates them completely with a UMP-45. Once again, a quad kill though, but still no ace this far in the Legend Series number 2. But he's just continuing. Playing Ducks have that realization that they just completely demolished them on Overpass. They know how to play Inferno. They will know how to get rid of them. While UX, when they played against Arctic, a very one-sided match, but then they go over to Mirage and just the struggle begins. Like, it's hard to maintain that sober like state of mind when you're so tired.
That is indeed the case, because Playing Ducks, they could rest, and there comes Kalinka just around the corner. That, I mean, usually I think there would have been a frag from Nevis, but you're just exhausted at this point.
Yeah, that's a huge issue. Not sure if it's about exhaustion or anything else, but whatever that was, he should have won that fight. He was the first one to start shooting. He had an AK-47 on his hands, and he lost against the UMP with full armor on him.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? This is the moment where UX might be just fully shut down in a really relaxed, or more like not a relaxed, just a, you know, a shutdown mode. Just at this point where they're just like, okay, we're just trying to do it somehow, but so exhausted. This is the 5th in a row at this point.
Okay, there we go. They at least surprise Hype a little bit. The incendiary also didn't work out too well. The smoke's all over the place right there. Poon is going to have a little bit of trouble since a lot of people are coming his way. But Greg does not look the right way, and that's a double. Great headshot on Sinks. That's also going to earn him another kill on Golden Brian, who is looking at the pit where there was nobody there.
Yeah, this could be over before it really started. I mean, take a look at that. Playing Ducks finding the 4th. UX on the brink with the money. What shall they buy? And this just means 4-0 leads and a good build-up economy. A great bank account for Playing Ducks.
Well, you can always make the mistakes though, and Playing Ducks are after all on the CT side, so it's theoretically what it's supposed to look like a little bit. After all, they are supposed to get the advantage, but it looks a little bit too good.
Indeed. But there comes the first one. Poon is just ready to take them out one by one. If they want to come into his house, stand your ground law we're having here at Inferno, and that is why Kalinka finds another one. And Hype's just ready, sees one, headshot perfectly onto Brack. Just a matter of seconds. And here we are, 5-0. Horrific is pretty much all you could say.
Okay. 5-0, as you say, another 4-buy from UX Gaming, and that's possibly last chance, but it's... I feel like I'm using this word a little bit too much, because there's never something like last chance in Counter-Strike. When you feel like when they lose this round, they're not going to achieve much more, on the next 4-buy you can pretty much say the same. And over and over and over again. Because even one single round could be enough to just wake you up and make you realize that you still have a chance of winning. Just figure out something real nice on that round that you win. Find some weak spots of the enemy team, and Playing Ducks are going to get nothing at the very beginning of this round, though Pound and Hype are actually replying with the kills of their own. Back to 2-1-2, Galinka closing it in from behind on NKY. Nevis with NKY, I think like they already decided not to go towards that banana, but they got punished before they were able to get out of there.
That little smoke rolling on to Nevis right here, a little detail. But that 2 versus 2, and it seems like both of the Germans are just running into the Playing Duck setup, except Kalinka is rotating over. Just Hype to me, then I think he's the right player in such a situation. Does anyone spot him out? Ooh, he dodges it! Position given away. So close.
The molly, what is he? Where was the molly even thrown? But I mean,
I have no idea.
Can you actually throw it? How can you throw it better? I mean, it was pretty hard of a position to cover. Breg, good shot.
Just Hype.
They know exactly where he is. When he spots out Nevis, he's gonna have some trouble against Breg, though Breg misses the shot again. Ooh, the smoke's disappearing, and somehow Breg's the first one to realize what's going on, and he's gonna get this round. Very important of a round for UX, actually. We might have counted them out a little bit too early, because indeed, the 5-0 is an acceptable scoreline. When you start coming back now, everything's still fine, everything's still doable.
Exactly, everything's still doable at this point, because UX Gaming, with this lineup they have right now, they have achieved a good amount of matches. I mean, it got really close there, more likely at Mirage, but it seems like they're still awake. Like, not even metaphorically, they're still there. Kalinka finds NKY, though, the aggression comes in, and that is Kalinka with another one. The shots are just so much on point in this moment. And in just 30 seconds, UX Gaming gets decimated.
Come on. We were talking about how UX are doing it at the exact right moment, right at the brink of their death, right at the brink of us saying that they've got no chance anymore. And now they're getting their economy reset. Are you serious? Once again, not even getting a single kill. Playing Ducks, possibly they just baited for that round to make it even better in a second. Thinks knows roughly where to expect Kalinka, but I guess Kalinka was more prepared for that.
Yeah, and
Kalinka.
as you mentioned, it's...
Once again, Nevis. It was the same guy who was not able to win against the UMP a little bit earlier in the same kind of situation. He was the first one to see him. He was the first one to start shooting. And again, he loses. What?
Yeah. This is like a little bit concerning, right? But on the other hand, this is the way you can do it at this point. And I just have that feeling, and I just have that idea of Playing Ducks maybe giving that one round away for no real reason, but now this Lithuanian squad is back alive. Take a look at the buy of UX, though. Pretty much on the edge, as we see Sings has to fight with that Tech 9. The rest sticks to AKs. And a 3 versus 4 is still possible. It is... And a team kill, yeah, but it's now up to Kalinka to do something. Oh, no, and that is a horrible spray from him.
That's, well, maybe it wasn't such a horrible spray from him. Alright, he missed, but AWP lands into the hands of Breg. They were able to pick up some rifles if they wanted to. Maybe they'll even find some grenades. UX Gaming definitely looking much better than they looked like 20 seconds ago.
Yes. Okay, yeah, 20 seconds ago. It is just pretty much about one guy, and that is Navix doing the right play. And here he comes, not with one! He misses the spray entirely. And this is a way you can shut down the opponent because he's failing to do its work. Brack stays there near to CT, 31 HP left. His options are pretty much near to 0. There we go, 7-1. Playing Ducks are just there.
I give up. Do we have a replay on that, please? Oh
Yep.
man, I just give up. Nevis, please, just hit someone in the back once. Maybe it would be better to pull out a knife. Maybe when he doesn't start shooting, the other guy's not gonna realize for a little bit longer, so he can get a knife kill in the back. At least that's gonna probably work.
I think it's hard to shoot someone in the back. Not from a morale perspective, of course, but I think from CS it's really hard to do headshots, for example, from behind. I find that hard, really, really hard, but there comes Type with the first one. He's so quick with the reaction. There comes frags everywhere around the map already. UX are giving their opponents the first half pretty much so far. And that looks so good for Playing Ducks.
I'm not talking about the headshots. I'm talking about actually dealing damage, because the first time he was the closest. He's done 50 points of damage to Kalinka with that UMP45. Then he did completely nothing on that banana on the next occasion. Now he just hit one single shot in like a 10-bullet spray.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable.
Unacceptable and concerning. But that's how it is sometimes. UX Gaming, once more, can afford themselves a buy. And this buy might help them out a lot. Let's see how it will go. 8-1 anyway. Playing Ducks not really far away from double digits, and it's just the defense that needs to work at this moment. They're going for a 3-player B setup. Direct rotation from Nuki back on to CT, but they're so fast right now. Those guys from Playing Ducks need to make something happen. The flames are landing perfectly, taking a lot of damage. Here's the first one burning down. Hype.
Another molly, and these are so dangerous right here. It's going to be a kill from Nuki. And 3-on-3, but the CTs are going through the smoke, excuse me. Nevis could have a chance, but not from behind. He should just go into a head-on fight. Yeah, there he goes down. It's gotta be Kalinka looking for the finisher on Sings. He didn't even plant the bomb. He had a chance. He was planting it, but he decided not to because he thought that the enemies are gonna be too close. Well, on the other hand, the additional money right now would be so useful for UX. Just take a look at that. They have 3,000. They're on the brink of full buying, but they actually don't have enough. And that's horrible. At this stage of the game, giving up a free round over to Playing Ducks is just pretty much suicide in the overall scoreline. And additionally, what I want to say about an incendiary thrown in by Playing Ducks, the first kill that they got in this round, 3 people were standing in a molly. 2 of them lost like half of their HP, and 1 guy died to it. Now the HEs are going to be as lethal.
Yeah, the Lithuanian basketball team arrived, and here's the first one coming in as the frags are raining onto Banana. And it seems like it might be a little bit, you know, a tasteless one. A little bit of, let's say, a macabre kind of metaphor. But that macabre metaphor I want to take is UX Gaming are taking the rope and they're putting it tighter and tighter around their neck. Because they're just getting nothing done so far in this. And the problem is not because they don't really can play well. I think you see that they're not fully concentrated, that they have a fading amount of skill at this point, but also no tactical break so far in a 10-5. At 10-1, excuse me. No tactical break, but oh god, look at the control they're taking.
Oh, close. Lucky don't misses any of these shots, and that's finally a little bit of an opportunity, a little bit of a possibility. It's not possible to waste that. I'm quite positive by UX Gaming right now. So, okay. Nevis gets the headshot on Kalinka, and only Nuki remains. 1v5, safe. Safe. But
yeah,
if it's not a 5v1, 5v2, UX Gaming can never say they're safe. And that's what makes it so bad.
That's what makes it so bad, but even that is securing them just a 10-2 scoreline. Take a look at the CT bank accounts. Yeah, full buy. Another one.
Well, then, Nuki at least gets 1 kill out of this one. But the bomb explodes. It's gonna be 2 rounds this far for UX Gaming. And you accidentally said 10-5 and possibly that's gonna happen. It's hard to believe in it, yes, but if that happens, there is a chance. There is a chance for UX Gaming. 10-5 is not a bad scoreline at all on Inferno. But how how are we supposed to actually be happy with UX's performance, even if they get that 10-5 after what we've seen?
Yeah, maybe this is just a little bit of a late one. We're seeing Lucky has a real key issue. His op is just not on point at this moment. And this is what could break Playing Ducks their neck if they don't continue with a good one. Hype finds one, gets taken down to 17 HP. Important to find that early frag. But on the other hand, when does the op finally do something? Its library position from Lucky could work out. Finds finally a frag. And it's a few more he needs to make it this one. Brack gets that flame perfectly executed, and now that A side could get dangerous as Hype reacts wrongly.
Oh, good angle held down. What? Today, some impressive shots are actually missed, and that happens way too often. I think like this is already a third shot that should have gone in.
Well, but the retake will be tough for Playing Ducks at this moment because they got it so uptight on the side, and Brack should not be able to miss that. No, thankfully not. Gets down Nikki. And this will bring those guys from Playing Ducks in a horrible position. Lucky finds at least 2 more he needs to get. Has a kit, but it's time to evacuate. It's time to get to the chopper. Say bye-bye.
Yep. Bomb's gonna go off.
Oh no, Lucky. What is going on? What?
Okay, both of them died to the explosion. And
something.
He's looking for the frags, but they're just not there. So surprising. But yeah, as you're saying, a little bit too many shots are missed in here.
Yeah, but now it's not. This is not the time for Playing Ducks to choke. Not the right time to start any kind of choke. But we're seeing UX Gaming having a good amount of money right now, a good amount of economy left on the boards. And as you see, it could be done very soon. It could be done very, very soon if Playing Ducks just get on board with the frags and with that kind of skill we've seen from them earlier on.
Yeah, that definitely is a possibility, but there also is a possibility that they just got too relaxed with how it's gone this far, and they maybe started thinking that they don't need to put any effort at all into beating down UX in these rounds, and that just backfires on them. Well, it's one-man lead in favor of UX with the bomb being planted. Oh, is it going to be planted? Yes, but Hype gets a double kill. That changes it all. Now there's one-man lead for Playing Ducks. They know exactly where they need to go, and that there is nobody inside of the bomb site actually in the dark or anything like that along these lines. But no. Nevis coming up. Finally, Nevis kills people from behind.
What?
Can you believe it?
How can Lucky still be allowed to play that op? He's hitting nothing. And this is the point where he should just consider to play that rifle. Probably still takes himself an op. Yes, that is not a good investment at all. And a 10-5 scoreline, it still favors Playing Ducks a lot, but not as good as it could be.
If Lucky actually gets into some sort of situations, I'd like to spectate him a little bit more in order to see closer what's wrong, actually. But for now, though, it seems like the guys next to B are going to have a chance of spotting somebody out a little bit earlier. Or maybe is it going to be Sinks? Well, was he seen by Hype? I think he was. But he's the first one to pull the trigger. And though, he gets a double, so he fixes it all. And with Hype not doing anything in a round, I was already supposed to say that it's going to definitely be sloppy for Playing Ducks, but okay. As they said, they fix it.
It's possible. Oh, look here. Kalinka, he finds that one to NKY. 2 more to go, and maybe this time is not the point to go too aggressive.
Nevis again with a double. When Nevis shines, it's definitely good for UX Gaming, but they're not going to have that. Breg even aiming at a wrong angle. If you wanted to check all of the boxes one by one like that, then it would take him like half an hour.
Anyway, we're seeing 11 for playing ducks. Just pretty much now or never is all you need to do. Because when you see this, and when you see that kind of play from the Lithuanians, it is just about full aggression. Snicks gets... Oh, it gets already done. Okay. Full denial onto that banana. Only Brack is alive. He has no kit, though. He has no armor, excuse me. He's getting taken down by Hype, and now that plan is going to happen so quickly.
Oh, well then. NKY, Neves with a double, and Neves all alone. Getting that double already is hard to expect a quad kill combined from him, but who knows? He doesn't have a defuse kit, and that's going to make things much harder. Okay, defuse kit is found. Lucky's down to 21. Come on. Lucky's gonna take a peek, and I was about to say that this far he failed so much with the AWP that there definitely was a possibility to figure something out like this, but no, after all, Lucky's gonna, or rather not gonna make the mistakes anymore.
Yeah, and as you say it right here, those guys from Germany, their chances are going pretty much close to zero. Smoke is landing there onto banana, and as we see, the playing ducks, no full aggression yet. Nothing to really say, okay, we push here, we push there, because they're not into it at this moment.
Playing ducks, making it so convenient for themselves. I mean, amazing start in the first half, then giving up a couple of rounds to UX Gaming, like possibly giving them some hopes, but they're winning the pistol round to make it once again completely hopeless.
Yeah, desperation definitely sets in for the Germans, because what shall they do at this CT side with such a good buy onto the playing duck side still? With the 60 seconds, there are so many options left. That spray goes so closely near to NKY, and the question is, will they find him now? His position is given away. Now he has pretty much no option. Oh, the spray comes through the smoke, and now, as we see, Brack is left there onto that A side. Will we spot in a second? Yes, Kalinka sees it, and that puts it back to a free. Now to a free versus free. Okay, now to a free versus... No, 2 versus 2. What is happening right here? Excuse me.
Wow.
As Neves is left.
A lot of stuff going down in one moment, but that one moment is going to matter right now, where Neves comes in from behind and on the CT side, and right at the ending of the D side, he seemed to start to get these kills, but not again. Not again. And 13-4, it is in favor of playing ducks. These guys are going to go for the 14-4 scoreline pretty easily, though. UX Gaming are so crazy that maybe they're going to pull it off with just a pure eco.
No, I will fully disagree with that. We're going to find out anyway, because right now we see the smokes and the flashes are getting their way onto banana. The utility just stands there. Poon has to wait a little, and the rotation comes in from Barak. The assistance just comes onto the B side in a second, and Poon just needs to get that one. Okay, I don't even need to talk about it. As Kalinka goes first, finds both. Plant is going to happen in a matter of seconds. NKY gets taken down, and this round is over before it even started.
Okay, Kalinka looking for some more money for himself, I wanted to say, but then he gets picked up by Breg. Though when Breg falls, there's only Neves remaining on the battlefield, and he's once again the last man standing, though this time a lot shorter.
And as we see in this moment, 2 more playing ducks. 2 more. Taking down UX in this round will bring the Germans to a situation where they have pretty much no money, pretty much nothing on the boards. And those guys from PD, I mean, this shouldn't be a problem at this point anymore. It's just pretty much finish it off at this second, take home what you have to take home, and then you're good to go.
Wow. The M4 is out there. No AWP for Breg, which was extremely important. Lucky was struggling with that AWP, so that's pretty much a situation where you're possibly playing with an AWPer up against a team that doesn't have that sniper. And that always has to work very well for you. But unfortunately, UX do not have that advantage at this moment. And there is no warranty that Lucky would be also missing all these shots on the T side.
Look at Poon right here. He got so much control onto Banana. He reconsidered to call the team in, and now they're coming there. As it's only Golden as well as Navis onto that side. Get the CT smoke set, and then you're good to go. If the Germans don't come up with something crazy, if the Germans don't come up with an insane play, they should be just capable of taking them down. But there comes the first one as we're talking about it. Sings finds two. Lucky, they need to find one more German that is there in the cover, but he does not get it. Sings with a triple, but now he gets taken down. And now the bomb plant needs to happen. But look at the HP onto Lucky.
Yeah, he gets picked up actually. It's so unlucky because Nuki was already looking for some good kills for himself to finish up the last guy in the bomb site, while Lucky just walks back. Banana, I don't know why, because there was no time to rotate over to A. So he just committed suicide with the bomb given over to the enemy team. Makes no sense completely.
Question is, though, will we have a classic, enemy gets the buy round choke scenario where Playing Ducks will lose like the next 3 or 4, get onto eco, get onto force, still doesn't make it, and then finally can secure themselves around with such strength. Maybe this is possible. It's a classic scenario. It's so typical. Poon takes a bit of damage from those grenades, only put down to 91. And now it is about the Lithuanians, about that so good performing squad to finish it off as soon as possible. Don't give UX momentum. Don't give UX any kind of strength. And Poon could be the first victim. Yes, he is. Incredible spray there by Sinks.
That's still no AWP on UX. That apparently is not so much needed, looking at the previous round. Lucky, though, having won is going to make it or break it for us, I believe. I'm actually personally gonna try to watch him to maybe constructively say what's wrong this far, but he's got the bomb on his back. Last time he wasted it completely. Oh my god.
How many times will it take for those?
Okay, why with the kill? Breg with it. Once again, Lucky misses the shots. He's just a little bit late on the reaction. He just does not react in time. And he isn't even looking the right way right now. Goes for the reload, of course, as he's running out of bullets. But the name of his AWP says just 1 bullet. For now, he's shot 10 this far and hasn't even gotten a single kill.
Yeah, that's pretty much true. Oh, now that was beautiful.
Well, Playing Ducks have 14-5 in their favor right now. That's another good kill from Lucky. But
happening with Lucky
when they qualify for the LAN, he should spend like the €2 to buy a name tag for his AWP and change that name, because just 1 bullet just doesn't fit at the moment.
I think just every magazine would be a more appropriate name, but or something like just 1 bullet for, I don't know, a 10th of an enemy, something like that, statistically speaking. But Playing Ducks 14-6. I mean, the advantage on them is still so big, but they're not getting it done right now. They have the pistols, they have the armor. Galil is actually on to Poon. The full aggression doesn't work. Okay, check. The full defensive doesn't work. Okay, check. Now it's time for the adaptation. Now it's now time to lose, pretty much. You have to do it as soon as possible, get it done, and find your way into this, because UX might gain some momentum you don't want those Germans to have.
Well then, not much on the hands of Playing Ducks. Does not seem like they'll be closing out the map in the nearest moments. So maybe it's worth mentioning that Arctic also had a huge lead over UX, and UX were able to turn it all around. Maybe it's actually going to be 16-14.
Maybe it will be, but it will be hard to imagine. Let's take a look how they approach the side. Flames are raining in just right now. Nevis finds Snooky. Does anyone realize? Does anyone have that information that there's a guy onto balcony? Because that is important. Hype gets taken down, the bomb as well. Lukey finally hits something. This is that one though. Oh, yeah, it's like close. It's like you tried, you did it somehow, kind of, maybe 20 seconds and up to save, pretty much.
But finally, Lucky had a little bit better of a round. Finally, the shots were quite fine. He knew where to aim and just about not hitting Nevis, but it was really hard to hit a guy that was just shoulder peeking, right? So the 7th round for UX Gaming, another opportunity wasted, and I don't know. I don't know how to sum this up, because Playing Ducks should right now already be happy with the victory, and they're giving up a couple of rounds, but they do have the advantage, so sure, it's okay. But then on the other hand, at some point they might find themselves stressed out, and that's unnecessary stress.
It is unnecessary stress. I fully agree with that, but this pretty much low-key buy we're seeing here from Playing Ducks doesn't bring them anything, of course. Very understandable. And it should be just around after this one that will secure them the victory. Oh, okay, forget about Kalinka getting one frag onto Sinks, but retreatment from Golden. 2 versus 4, no armor onto Playing Ducks, 60 seconds. Just go suicidal pretty much with this kind of buy.
Alright. Lucky and Lucky. This time Lucky not playing with the AWP but with a D-Goal. He's down to an AWP, so probably he regrets that he's not playing with that. And Golden Bryant closing out himself. 8 rounds on the account of UX Gaming. 6 away from evening the things out. Just 8 away from winning the match.
Yeah.
It's possible. Go for it. I mean,
it feels like you're the coach.
because-
Like, go for it. You can make it, Playing Ducks. Yeah, you can make it. Like
I'm
this
talking
kind of
about
thing.
UX.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're just that kind of coach role. I just feel like, you know.
Okay, Playing Ducks finally kicking it off somehow, somewhat good. But I don't want to overhype it a little bit too early. But with Kalika's kill on Breg right now, it all becomes believable. Maybe it is going to be over. But what I wanted to say before you chimed in with that coach remark, that UX Gaming right now, if they actually do make a considerable comeback, if they actually make it like 14-13 or something like that, if they maybe even go for the overtime, win the match, something, it's going to mean something. But if they lose now, it's like they won pretty much the 5 rounds for nothing. It's just
that is horrible.
They
Yeah.
extended the match for no reason.
That is a bad feeling. And it seems like this bad feeling will set in because 4 versus 1. Golden finds one, still on a good amount of HP, but there's one waiting around the corner. Oh, Kalinka. A dirty takedown. And that... Wait, what did he spray on the ground? The crown. Okay, that is understandable. No break from UX Gaming. If did it take a break yet? I don't think so. Did the Germans do so yet? I don't think they paused, so it would have been the right time, but they use all the money they have to get everything out of this. All the money they have to get a really sick and good buy to once more take down the Playing Ducks.
That's really, really interesting what you said right there. Definitely a pause could be an option, but then on the other hand, do you think the pause would fix anything? I feel like it was rather down to Playing Ducks just not giving it their best, just kind of starting to get bored a little bit with the game, trying to experiment a little bit, than UX Gaming actually endangering Playing Ducks right here, because I never felt the danger in what was happening, really.
Yeah, it kind of got dangerous. What the hell? Dangerous, of course. With those guys from UX Gaming getting a good streak, a good momentum, and so long. So we're going to find out in this round if it's going really good for them or not. I mean, the buy is kind of all right, but not perfect. Now the Germans need to show what they're capable of. Sings. Oh god, the frags are pretty much going down everywhere, but the support is here, the reinforcements are on, and this plant is going to happen.
Yep, and coming in through the smoke, never mind, he stopped, NKY is not going to cross it. One man lead only, and opponent being down to 9 HP. It's not yet set in stone. What the hell,
That
Greg?
shot, okay, this is a way you can keep yourself alive, but Kalinka finds NKY. It's about the aggression that could put them in a horrible situation. Nevis on his own. Free to find, Poon low, lucky and easy frag. Kalinka is the only real challenge. He finds one. Does he find the second? He finds the second. Does he find the third? It's up to Nevis, but no. 16-8, so close. What a job by the German. I gotta say, not bad, but this is pretty much it. This is the final one. We're seeing Playing Ducks in Hamburg right now. But before we leave and before we go, we're going to watch a little bit of the entire day. We're going to watch some great matches. Matches, I mean, logically. Yeah, you know.
Psyches. But yeah. Oh, wow. Neves, the guy that in the first half has disappointed me the most. I felt like there was no skill left in that person at all, but then on the second half, he was just so amazing. I don't know how you can actually be so inconsistent. But yeah, let's go ahead and see some of this stuff happening. And in these replays, you'll definitely get to see a lot of Neves. Positively or negatively, of course.
Yeah, both, yeah. I mean, that is the thing.
And here we go. Opening up with very beginning hype with an amazing position, dropping down the bomb, not allowing the enemies to do anything with that anymore. So Kalinka with another quad kill, which is the fourth one, if I'm not mistaken, of the day. Still being a tiny bit away from an ace, and overall dominance from Playing Ducks all over the place, with just a single round taken by UX right there. And yeah, here's one of the hiccups from Neves. A little bit earlier was another, and here's the third one. So then from that point on, he started to play a little bit better, but the very beginning was just completely horrible. Hype blinded here about a flashbang, trying to take down four people. Didn't take anybody down out there. A little bit unlucky, of course, but you know, he was blinded by the flashbang, get a smoke in front of his face, so it was hard.
So much to see, so much to see. Well. The last one was exciting. I mean, that one got me really. The end was so insanely great. The end was so insanely exciting in the end. But the Germans, it's sad. It's kind of sad, you know.
That shot from Breg was just amazing, and then Neves also hopping it to try and clean out the site, but not knowing where Kalinka was, a little bit sad. But yeah, that's how it ends. Definitely not a bad final right here. A little bit better than on the first match of Playing Ducks against UX, but I feel like UX could have done a little bit better against Arctic. Then maybe they would not be so exhausted. Then maybe they would be a little bit, maybe they would have a little bit more positive thoughts in their head walking into this final. So yeah, could have been different, definitely.
Could have been different. And I think at this point, what we can point out, tomorrow will be one more day of CS. We will see FTW, gameplay DNA, Weiss Wizards, and help me out. Weiss Wizards and one more. Brain doesn't work. Soktai, exactly. Just got a little bit mixed up. The Norwegians, but in the end, that should be it in the moment. I don't know if we have anything more to talk about it, but I think we're done for the day. We're done for the day, and that was exhausting day, but it was also an exciting day, definitely.
I don't know what was exotic right there for you, but overall, definitely a nice day. Maybe tomorrow a little bit of exotic from FTW, from Portugal, from the sunny beaches of theirs. But for now, that's gonna be about it. So. Hope you guys are happy with the matches that we had right here. It took us a little bit longer than usually. We had a little bit of complications with PokerStars being disqualified right here. But overall, I guess today was a success. So thank you a lot. Thank you everybody for watching.